Live from the J.C. Newman Cigar Studio and the Gurkha Cigar Studio in the great state of New Hampshire, welcome to the Smokin Tabacco Show with your hosts, Matt Tobacco and Smokin Nicole.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Smokin Tabacco Show. I am joined once again by Smokin Nicole.
Hello.
And I am just getting my cigar lit here. Don't mind me. I'm trying to do it quickly because I have to give this lighter back because...
I haven't been excited for a lighter release in a really long time.
That's saying something.
I know. No, no hate to lighters that have been released in the last few years, but this is a wow. For those of you who watched the Spare Note series this past week, I think you might have already seen this. But look at this. What is it even called? I hadn't seen this till we came down here and sat down for the show.
It's the ST Dupont table lighter.
It's a Dupont table lighter, guys. I'm like in shock. This thing is chunky. I could probably use it to kill someone. Not looking at you, but
Coop loves that lighter too. We covered that on Spare Notes on Saturday. It was
look at this thing.
Yeah.
It's a beast, first of all.
It's really hard to tell on camera. It's a lot bigger than it looks.
And my hand. I mean, it's pretty big. I'm like, what can I look? A baby monitor. It's ginormous. But no, it has a flat flame and a soft flame, and it's the same as the windproof.
Well, the Coop and I, what's the word I'm looking for? Had come up with.
Yes.
That the flat flame looks like it's the same size as the one on the Slimmy. But the soft flame burner, yes, that would appear to be the same burner that they used on the new Defi windproof lighter.
Maybe we can get some confirmation on that, but no, this is pretty cool. So there's a little slide here. So it is, it's on the flat flame right now, but flat flame. And then if you slide it down,
this would be great for
you have the soft flame.
Our ST Dupont segment, which we've already apparently gone
Sorry,
right to.
I'm covering the whole thing this way. It'd probably be better from doing it this way.
Yeah.
But yeah, this thing, I love it. It's super shiny, and I know that sounds like so stupid to love, but I like being able to see in the reflection as I'm lighting my cigar, so I'm not like over torching it in certain areas. So I like that it kind of looks like a mirror because I can like see exactly. It sounds stupid, but I don't want to over torch and like burn my cigar, so I like being able to see where I'm missing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. I could throw it at someone, kill them. It's hefty, but it's a table lighter.
That's a great lighter.
And what does it retail for? And it has the new logo. It has their new Dupont.
I can't remember. It's around, I want to say it's between like $800 and $900.
It feels though like an $800 or $900 lighter.
I mean, you got to remember the size.
Yeah.
The amount of fuel it holds.
Yeah.
2 different burning options.
No, but it's like the same quality as your traditional Dupont. So like I'm not knocking the price. I'm justifying it, right? I mean, they haven't had a table lighter thus far. Is this their first one? Or maybe I'm
not going to go as far as saying this is the first time that they've ever made a table lighter because I'm not 100% sure because ST Dupont's been around a long time.
So they
recent memory, yes, they haven't had one.
Yeah.
As long as I've been smoking and a little bit before that to my knowledge. So, yeah, I mean, this is... And especially anything of this caliber.
Yeah.
A lot of times you see those big table lighters and, there's obviously there's torch table lighters. But you either got like a big, 4 or 5 burner torch table lighter or you have like a lot of people have probably seen like the can. Like it looks like an oil can, but it's got like the burner on top. It's a soft flame burner.
Yeah.
But a compact multi-flame type lighter like that.
I like the multi-flame is different.
It is.
On it.
You get both options.
I like it. I don't know.
Like the Legrand, you know what I mean? You get a soft and a single jet. This is very different than the Legrand. Although it looks like one.
Yeah.
It's designed to look like one, I should say. Or maybe a line 2.
Now, is this the only like color option it comes in? Like black and silver?
No. No. It's available. Let me pull up my notes in front of me.
Okay.
I was not prepared for that.
Sorry.
Well, we already kind of covered it a lot on spare notes, so I was...
Oh, my bad.
Well, it's okay. You didn't know.
I didn't. Sorry, I was sick this week.
It's not. I don't think it's available in a lot. I believe it's available in the palladium finish and a gold-plated finish.
Okay.
I know that's true. I'm trying to find it. We put that out a while ago.
That's okay. We can get the information later.
Yeah. No, that's the new Legram. Yeah, I'll have to find that later. I don't remember exactly, but I remember. I think it's. I think there's 2 versions in the palladium, and there's 2 versions in the gold plate. But yeah, it's a cool lighter. I mean, I certainly love it. I mean, again, and it's not something you would walk around with. That's definitely not. It's not a carry around lighter.
No. I mean, it's quite big, actually. Even for reference, cell phone. That's a good reference.
That's what I used.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you use it?
Yeah.
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 So, but again, table lighter,
Yeah.
sleek. I like it.
I just realized my thing is not on.
I thought it was.
It was. I don't know what happened.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. My bad. There it is. You know why? I don't think it played. That's why. Sorry.
Well, should we talk about what we're smoking tonight?
Well, yeah, we kind of skipped right over that.
Yeah.
Because of how excited you were. But yeah, that's our accessory. I feel like that we're out of sync now. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That was our accessory segment brought to you by ST Dupont. Shake up the legacy with the new table lighter. And our cigars this evening are once again brought to you by our friends at 2guyscigars.com. That's right, the number 2, guyscigars.com. Head over there today for an amazing selection of cigars and accessories from brands you know and love, and a few you have yet to discover. So do yourself a favor, place an order, get some cigars, only at the number 2, guyscigars.com. Nicole, what are you smoking?
I'm smoking the Bentley Green tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I actually haven't tried this one yet.
I think that's like a Corona.
Yeah.
The Corona size.
Yep. A little bit spicier. The white's a little bit more mild, but...
I decided to go with the Perdomo Legacy Connecticut Epicure, a.k.a. their Toro size. This is still a great size. But the first time I smoked the Connecticut was in that Bellicoso size, and it kind of imprinted on me. It's my favorite for sure. But this is still really, really good. And then, of course, what we talked about on Saturday, the announcement of the new Father and Son project, which we will be seeing very, very soon at PCA. And then a soft launch at 2 Guys Cigars in May. Before its full rollout, I want to say it's Q4. But we talked a little about that on Saturday. Very, very exciting. The Perdomos are on fire. Just year after year after year. Haven't smoked this cigar yet, but, you know, obviously history tells us to be excited. So I'll be excited until I have a reason not to be excited. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. And we'll see where it shakes out at the end of the year. But more on that to follow, you know, obviously at PCA when we actually see it on display, it makes its debut, yada, yada, yada. Maybe, I don't know, maybe get a sample of it to try. We'll see. I don't know. It's always the goal, right? That's what Coop always says. I'm just here for the free samples. Ha, 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 ha. It's like his little joke he likes to make. So, yeah. Now, the other thing is interesting day. We weren't here last night. We weren't able to get on, so we made sure we made sure we were here. We made sure we were here tonight. But what's interesting is that today, league-wise, not for any specific team, but just league-wise, it is opening day in Major League Baseball, which is a big day. Last night, much to some controversy, was opening night, which baseball purists are not very excited about. Because opening day traditionally has always been day games across the league. There has been other opening nights, but now there's opening night on Netflix. And I didn't watch the game last night, but I will tell you that from what I heard, the consensus wasn't great. In addition to just the fact that it was opening night and not opening day. So I don't know if you want to count that. Today is opening day. The rest of the league has all started playing their regular season games. Today is game 1 of 162 for just about everybody who's not the Yankees or the Giants who played last night. So very, very exciting. The road to the World Series begins today or last night if you're the Giants or the Yankees. But for everyone else, today. Today is game 1. It's a long way to go. And every year when we finally get to day 1, game 1, the beginning of the season, opening day, it feels like, wow, I can't believe, like, we're already playing baseball. It's, like, still a little cold outside, but, like, the season has started. It's crazy.
It's like the official beginning of spring, though.
It is.
I don't know.
It is.
It's not spring until baseball starts.
Yeah, and baseball has begun. Opening day at Fenway Park will be next Friday, April 3rd. So that's when opening day will take place here in New England. And
it was 67 degrees today.
It was warm.
Here.
It was warm. It felt like...
we had snow last week, and now it's 67.
It felt like baseball.
Yeah.
It felt like baseball today. And it was warm. It was really nice. I enjoyed the day. But, real excited about that. I'm not going to get into a whole baseball breakdown on the show. Number one, because it would just be me talking, because Nicole doesn't have any input on that.
It's all sports ball to me, but I do like watching men in tight pants, so that's what I'm there for.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they don't... That's more football.
They have tight pants in baseball, too, but it's fine.
Who's only the fat ones? Like Pablo Sandoval when his belt broke? Who remembers that?
Okay,
oh, my God.
That's not what I'm talking about.
That was embarrassing. If there was a top 10 most embarrassing things in baseball history, top 5 is the Pablo Sandoval belt incident. I mean, that was... Look, I'm not trying to fat shame anybody, but when you sign a contract for that kind of money to be a professional athlete, and you blow a belt out, taking a swing at the plate, I mean, that's pretty bad. I'm sorry, but that's pretty bad. David Ortiz was a big guy, and he never did that. So, I mean, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I could see that being kind of embarrassing.
Kind of. I don't know how he faced the music after that. That was tough. That was tough to watch. But anyway, that's that. We'll circle back a little bit of baseball in a second with our trivia segment. But other than that, industry-wise, it's been.
It's the trickle before the storm. I don't want to say calm before the storm.
It's that awkward part of the year where the year gets underway and companies all go very quiet because they're internally getting themselves ready for the year. And then the PCA show when they release all their new stuff and they're taking orders and then they're shipping everything out. And then there's like this intermittent period of the prime season, the summer months, before we start to roll down to the end of the year. So it's like this weird up and down cycle. It's very repetitive. Right now, it's everyone's kind of gearing up for the big show. We're starting to see some announcements and releases, and we've been covering them as they come in.
But I still feel like it hasn't been as crazy. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, where like that month before it was like bang, 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 bang.
Last year was pretty bad. It was all very last minute, and Coop and I were talking about it and was like, oh. I'm not seeing a lot of announcements for PCA.
I feel like they're all going to come like 2 weeks before.
And then like 2 weeks before, it was just like a floodgate open. And it was like, holy shit.
Well, right now we're at 3 weeks before. So let's see how it
and it's been steady.
Yeah.
It hasn't been like 20 a day, but it's been steady. So
And brands coming out of the woodwork that you haven't heard from in quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, you get some manufacturers who only chose to message the retailers about it. And while...
It's because we don't exist.
Yeah, we're,
It's fine.
whatever. Manufacturers are difficult sometimes. Not every single one of you. Don't get all defensive. Some of you are, and some of you aren't. The ones who are, well, Pepperidge Farm remembers. That's what Coop would say. But no, I mean, it's been interesting. Cavalier Geneve is doing a very special 10th anniversary release. And instead of just doing 1,000 boxes out the door, they're just going to make this all year, and then at the end of the year, they're going to be done. And it's called the 10th Anniversary Project, and or Project 10th Anniversary, one of those two. I forget what 10th Anniversary. Where is it? Project 10th Anniversary. And this one's interesting because it uses a lot of different exotic fillers. It's 2 different cigars with 2 different wrappers. They're going to come in boxes of 14 with 7 of each wrapper. Habano, Yamastron, Claro, and Oscuro. A Habano, Jalapa binder. And then fillers. They have a Seco Copan, a Seco Yamastron, Viso Esteli, Viso Broadleaf, Ligero Paraguay, Ligero Yamastron, Ligero Jalapa, and Ligero India. This is going to be a 6 1/4 by 52 Toro. Box count, as I said before, 14 cigars, 7 of each. And the MSRP will be announced at the trade show. And these will be, as I said, they will be made all year until the end of the year, and then production will stop. So it'll be interesting because it's a limited, but it's not like a 1,000 box release. It's like we're making it this year, and then that's it. So there should be plenty to go around. I would be excited if you're a Cavalier fan. Artista's bringing a bunch of stuff. Aganorsa's putting the Anniversario Connecticut in a tube.
I don't know why that made me laugh. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And they have a Supreme Leaf sampler, and they're releasing some of the Supreme Leafs that were previously only released outside of the U.S. Now they're going to be available here.
Okay, nice. I'm a Supreme Leaf fan, so.
Yep. Hoya de Nicaragua is adding the Corona Doble size to the Cinco de Cinco. Crown Heads is going to introduce a new project called Moonflower. The list goes on. It's all on SmokingTobacco.com.
Go back up to Moonflower for a second. Now, I know you guys can't see this, but it kind of reminds me of the LFD flower.
You think so?
I mean, there's only so many flowers you can do. I'm not saying that it's like a duplicate. It's not. It is different in its own way. And then it also reminds me of the Room 101.
The Sakura flower.
Yeah, the Sakura flower. Not saying they copied. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just like, there's only so many circle flower things.
They haven't used the flower logo.
The LFD, you're right. So like older. You know why? Because I think I found a shirt recently that had like the old flower on it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Again, not saying.
I know.
Just covering my bases.
We've heard the disclaimer. Yeah. We've heard the disclaimer. Also, I didn't cover it, but Casada made an announcement. They have a new logo.
Do they?
I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. Like, I've never been one to, just blow smoke, no pun intended, up people's ass. But I saw it, and I was a little... I don't know. I felt like the logo they had before was better. It was sharper. This is... I don't know.
I wish we could put it up on the screen. But
we can.
Okay.
We can. I'm going to open image in a new tab.
All right.
And let's see.
For those of you joining us on video, you can at least take a look.
There it is.
Yeah. I can see they might be, looking to make their line look more traditional. It has a more traditional vibe to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't love it.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know.
Maybe it'll look better in person. I wonder if they're going to update all of their booth stuff
Well, I
at
would
the trade show
I'd probably assume so.
with
yeah.
all the new marketing.
Probably.
So,
But so there's that. And I haven't heard any release announcements from them, but history serves us. We'll probably see a introduction of this year's Oktoberfest cigar, which will come out in the fall.
yep.
We will probably see something to do with Casa Magna. There usually always seems to be something with Casa Magna. Trying to think, what else have we not seen yet? There was a few things I haven't put out yet that came in today. Let me review. I know Fratello announced something. Zeno announced a new cigar under the Zeno Davidoff brand. They're going to have something new at the show. My email client just will not open for whatever reason. So, I mean, it's coming. I mean, the new stuff that everyone wants to know, like, well, what's new this year? What's coming out? Well, it's there. It's making its way out. And obviously, when we get to the show, you'll get to see most of it. We don't cover every booth, and God knows we're not going to try to cover every booth. But with all the highlights, you'll find out what you need to know. Put it that way. You'll find out what you need to know. Zeno Honduras, that's what it was. They have a Honduran version coming out now in red packaging. It's going to be a little bit different from the standard yellow that they've been running away with. So keep an eye out for that. Altadas USA and Churchill Downs partner with the Romeo y Julieta 152 Kentucky Derby, which we've seen before. Fratello is launching the Smooth and Strong, which looks very similar to its vice versa cigar, for those who remember. German Engineering Cigars has a new cigar called the A-Cut, A-K-U-T, the first premium cigar in pharmaceutical blister packaging. And for those who don't know what that means, it's, when you get like
pills in a foil pack.
Yeah, and you pop it. Yeah, they're going to package cigars like that. Where you're going to peel the foil open and the cigar will come out.
Okay, if we go to that booth, I'm going to have to ask them why. But okay.
Yeah,
is there a why in the...
I haven't read the whole story yet. It literally just came in like an hour or two ago, and I honestly, I just saw it was here, and I was like, oh, what's this?
It said, okay, so wait, hold on. Because now I'm just curious. It says a pharmaceutical blister is the optimal packaging for protecting an individual cigar. Sealed, portable, no humidor required. The package insert is the most effective format for delivering product information. That's a direct quote from them. But is it really going to protect the humidity in a foil pack like that? I mean, that I wasn't actually asking you, but hypothetically.
I mean,
could it not still dry out? I mean, I guess maybe not, because
anything will dry out with the lack of moisture in the air.
What about with the tube or tubo,
I mean, tubo cigars can get dry too.
Yeah,
they're not foolproof. It doesn't last forever.
So interesting that they're.
You know what I mean? It helps. It helps preserve it longer.
Yeah.
So to speak, especially if you don't keep opening it. I know people who casual smokers that have tubes, and they'll pull the tube and they'll pull it look at the cigar, and I'm like, all right, and then they pull it out again. They show the next, and it's like, well, leave it in there. Don't keep fucking opening it. Defeats the purpose.
I will applaud them though for thinking outside the box. There's only so many ways the cigar can be packaged. And
true.
I mean, this yet. So,
I mean, that's true. That's very true.
In a world where people want to stand out, right? They're kind of being creative and trying to do something different, and that I applaud that.
I'll give them that. I'll give them the creativity aspect of, hey, let's do something. You know what? Is it going to be this magical discovery that saves cigar packaging? No, I don't think so. No. Do I think that in a world where we see a lot of funky packaging in cigars, do I think it's cool? Yeah, I do. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. It's different. It's a talking point. We're talking about it.
I wonder how it reflects like on a shelf. I don't know, like on a.
We've seen cigars packaged in cans. We've seen cigars packaged in Chinese takeout containers.
Chocolate bars.
Chocolate bar packaging. Pete Johnson took 25 cigars and wrapped it up in butcher paper and called it pork tenderloin. That was cool. I mean, that's pretty iconic. So again, it's not like odd packaging hasn't been done before. That's, it's not like, oh, what are these clowns doing? My thing is like, they think they've cracked the code here, and I guess time will tell. But it is still interesting.
But just the whole, I mean, we're talking about it, so I mean, that gets them something too, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what
we're sitting here talking about.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna
they're-
open this image in a browser.
Yeah, let's show people.
How do I make this full screen? Let's get rid of that. Hold on. Let's go back to oh, here we go. I can just do it right here. Oh, look at that. That's nice. There it is.
There we go.
There it is. I'll zoom this in. That way you guys can get a really good look at it. And there it is. There's the blister packaging. Even the box. The box, that looks like medical supplies.
Yep.
Look at that. So on the one hand, it's like it's different and it's interesting. It's very German. It's sterile. and that's not really a pun to be made about the medical aspect. It's just that's how they are. It's very like, yeah, this is clean, yeah. Simple, like sterile, meaning just it looks like a generic gauze box.
They do have the disclaimer on it, not a medicinal product.
Oh yeah, right here. Not a medicinal product for adult use only.
But okay.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said, we're spending time talking about it, so.
Yeah, I mean.
To our audience listening, would you purchase cigars?
Honestly, I kind of want to I kind of want it just so I can have it. You know,
for
what
the
I mean?
novelty of it.
Yeah, like I want to I want to have it. Like I'll try the cigar, but like I want to be like, look at this, like in the collection of like all the odd packaging we have. I want to be like, oh, here's another one. Someone put it in blister packaging. No way, really? Yeah, they did. They really did.
Yeah.
That's
but the real thing is, will they get sales for it being a novelty, or will they get sales for it being a good cigar? And I guess that is to be seen.
Wow.
Right? So, or smoked. That is to be smoked and decided.
Yeah, I mean, all cigars are made to be smoked. That's why they make them. If people didn't smoke them.
But there's a handful of cigars that I don't think that their MO was to make a good cigar. It's the novelty surrounding the cigar.
I don't think that's what this is for them. I think they want to make a good cigar.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, though.
Yeah, and again, I'm not talking about this product, but there are just some novelty things out in the world that are just wanting, their whole sales pitch is the novelty of it.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Just like, what's the big cigar you bought recently?
Oh, Megalophobia.
Yeah. So, like, that's a novelty cigar.
It's smokable, but yeah. But at least those guys admit that, too. They're like, I mean, we made this because it's ridiculous. I mean, they weren't like, we set out to make the greatest cigar. Like, they were like, we made this because it was ridiculous and it's funny.
But I'm just saying that's a sales tactic within itself, right? So,
people bought them.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, that's crazy is that people don't even realize how many of those actually sold. Because I've talked to some retailers, and like, yeah, like, those went, they're gone.
I just want to know how many people puked while smoking it.
That's the thing. I mean, as long as you don't try to finish that thing in an hour, which I don't even know if it's physically possible, even if you tried. Although, probably.
Hold on. I feel like they should do some sort of like contest or something. I know people will buy it, but almost like, can you eat all this food in an hour? Like when you go to a restaurant or something. So for the people who smoke it to the end and don't die and post a photo of it.
That's like, it reminds me of, the old 96er from The Great Outdoors. I don't think you ever saw that movie.
Probably not.
But it had John Candy, Dan Aykroyd. They go up to the lake house for the weekend, the two families, and they go to a restaurant, and they have the old 96er, which is 96. It comes out, it's like this. It's got the bone in it. And if you finish the whole thing, I think it's free, and you get your name up on the wall, whatever. And I think it was like no one's ever done it. And so John Candy's like, setting up to do it, and he finally gets all the beef in, and you can tell he's just like, oh, I'm so done. And he puts the last piece in, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm all done." And then the chef comes out. He's like, "No, all that fat and gristle too. He's got to eat all the fat." And so he was just like, "You got to be shitting me." But he did. He finished it, and he leaves. He's got the shirt and all that. But yeah, anyway. My point is, for those who know the movie, they don't need that. But that's what that cigar reminds me of. Like, if you finish that whole thing in one sitting in the shop, like, it should be free. I think it's $125 per cigar. Rightfully so. I mean, you're talking about pounds, not pound.
Maybe not free, because obviously, tobacco has a cost, but at the same time,
96 ounces of meat doesn't?
Yeah, but people don't do that anymore, and probably because meat's so expensive. Think of the cost of steak now. But, I mean,
true.
I would say maybe swag. They give swag with that product, and the winner gets, like, I survived the megalophobia. I don't know. Something. A T-shirt, a hat, something. Anyway.
They should get something. And you know who doesn't have a cigar that big is our friends at Nova Cigar. While they want to make Nova big, they're not trying to make Nova that big.
They're not trying to make Nova into the megalophobia.
They do a pretty good job. But I'm pretty sure Leo would agree. She'd be like, we want Nova to be big, but...
Not that big.
Not that big. Shit. So, let's see.
I have a gripe of the week.
Do you have a gripe of the week?
I do. Do you?
Not particularly, but our gripe of the week, once again, brought to you by Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust.
I did do my research. Steve did not have anything to gripe about. I feel like all last year, Steve was so cranky, right? And
he's going through menopause.
Menopause? Is that what he was going through? So, but I feel like there were so many things he would gripe about, from like losing his phone to things on the, like during travel, whatever it may be. And just now that we started this segment, he's been like happy as a clam. I don't know what's up with it. This is my petition. Steve, be grumpier again on Facebook, so that we have a segment.
He's doing it on purpose. He's trying to sabotage the segment.
I think he is. I don't know.
It's like I don't want to give them any fuel.
I don't know. He's been like in a good mood. Anyway, my gripe of the week. So I have a gripe of the week this week, and it's something that most people would probably appreciate, I would say, but let me go back here. Don't blame those who work in customer service for corporate policy.
Oh, here we go.
What do you mean, here we go?
What happened at work this time?
So for those of you who don't know, I manage an upscale luxury spa.
Also known as a babysitter.
Also sometimes known as a babysitter. But we had a gentleman, and he canceled his hair appointment. Shocker. People have things that happen. However, we have a cancellation policy, and it is, we charge you 50% if you cancel on us day of. Our girls don't get paid, our hairstylists, and hourly, I should say. They work on commission. So when you hold a space and you cancel last minute, you are then costing them money, especially when it's very short notice and they can't fill that space, right? So
seems fair.
Seems fair.
That's a pretty standard practice amongst service-based
We also always
industries.
waive the first occasion because we're nice and we're human. But hey, just so you know, even in the event of emergencies moving forward, there's this fee. So we'll waive it for you today the first time. But now that we've had this conversation, this is what it is moving forward. So had this older gentleman who called, and he said he got hung up at work. He was told, we've waived this for you 5 other times because he throws a fit. So
wow.
We actually had given him not just one wave, but 5, and it had been escalated before. And so
he got out of it 5 times, and he still bitched about it. What a baby.
Hold on. That's not even where I'm even going with this. But he, he's like, he talks to my desk girl, which at that time was my assistant manager. And, she's very polite. Hey, it's just our cancellation policy. First thing, I want to speak to the manager. Okay, cool. He gets transferred to me. And so do you know who I am?
That was your first mistake, guy.
Yeah. Do you know who I am? is when he got on the phone with me, and I go, no, I don't believe I've had the pleasure of meeting you, sir, because I don't know who he is. Well, I own 2 businesses locally, and you should know who I am. I'm not going to name names, but okay, well, what seems to be the problem? Well, you're trying to charge me a $25 cancellation fee for my appointment when I had something come up at work. Well, I'm so sorry, but that's our policy. I see that we've waived it, for you 5 other times. So we do need to charge you. And our stylist on that day was fully booked. So like she could have made the money anyway, regardless. So, he asked if I had a college degree, and I said, why, yes, I do. And proceeded to say, well, so do I. And I can read your policy online, but it doesn't apply to me. And yes, no, not kidding. This guy was off the rails with me. And then said to me, look, I don't know what game you're playing, Missy, but I'm going to win whatever this game is. And I said, okay, well, you can then speak to my manager if you want, because this is just our policy. I don't know what you mean by that comment, but this is my job. So.
I wish I was there.
So I'm just doing my job by telling you there's no games here. So anyway, so he proceeds to be...
I would have said to him, you really want to play this game? Why don't you come home and you hang out with her for the night, and we'll find out.
Okay, well, I'm in customer service. I can't do that. But
I know, but I can. Be like, you want to play this game? I'll show you the fear of God. Why don't you go home with her for the night?
So he proceeds to call
you
my
won't
manager.
Make it.
Okay. Well, he proceeds to call my manager the next day, and I happen to be in a meeting with my manager, and he goes, oh, do you want to listen in while I talk to this guy? And I go, yeah, sure. So
having no idea it's that guy.
Oh, no, I knew it was him. We both knew it was him. So anyway, so during the call, he cherry picks the conversation, says I was super rude. I was not rude to him. But then proceeds to call me, my desk person or my assistant, a bitch. And then he goes, well, if she was a bitch, Nicole was a bigger bitch on the phone.
And he didn't know you were there.
Yeah, he didn't know I was there, no. But anyway, So it was just a whole escalated situation. And, it literally is our corporate policy. You're eating up someone's time. I don't know, treat your customer service people well. They're not getting paid. That's my gripe. And also, we did end up, I don't want to say winning, but we charged him the cancellation fee. And he also was giving a warning by my manager for calling me a bitch, because it's against our code of conduct to talk to team members like that. So...
Yeah.
So that was satisfactory. But, I don't have control. It's literally our policy. It's in writing. And you can't have infinite waves just because you claim to be an important person. So that's my whole spiel. That's my gripe of the week.
That's also against the code of conduct in this house.
Yeah. Okay, well, yes, in this house. But, in the business world, I don't know.
You just have to get creative. You can't be like, you're a bitch. You have to be like, use metal. You have to... Or you know what you do? You get a child to do it. You go tell Mama, say, Mama, you stink. And then you just hide in the other room like, Mama, you stink. Bye.
Okay, that's how you deal with it at home, but we're not talking about at home.
I know.
In the workplace. I don't know.
This is technically my workplace with you. I mean, this is the same for me.
Whatever my next job is, once I'm done with this job, it won't be in customer service. I just want a job where I can stare at a computer, but sales, just not interested in doing anything. I have to talk to other humans anymore. They've sucked the life.
Dealing with the public is always a pain in the ass.
Yeah. And it's crazy that we're I don't want to say coming up, but it's 6 years post-COVID, and but we're on the closer half to being a decade, but I feel like it still got worse during that period.
It's been 6 years since that whole fiasco unfolded.
I know. But I feel like since then that was the peak of where it got terrible, and the public continues to be crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, the public's been getting worse and worse for a long time.
Or
but
maybe
it
I'm
has
just getting
gotten significantly
grumpier.
worse. No.
Hey,
No,
kids,
people... Look, not everybody, obviously. I mean, there's a lot of you out there who are fine. But there are a increasing percentage of human beings who proceed to go through life on a daily basis feeling incredibly entitled to everything and anything, especially their opinions. And, you see with people like that, It's just do you know who I am? I own I wonder what business he owns. It was like a restaurant? Or like,
I don't want to give away any more details or any specific details. But
it's probably nothing extravagant. No, I mean, look, running a business is running a business. Don't get me wrong, but don't stand there like you're Steve Jobs and be like, "Do you know who I am? I invented the iPod." Like,
yeah, he was throwing.
Like,
he was
come
trying
on.
to throw a lot of things around that really just weren't.
he was grasping at straws. That's all it was.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
was
it
grasping
just-
at
yeah.
straws.
Everything that he was just throwing around was.
Was he
kind of-
older?
yeah, but it was like irrelevant.
I'll tell you what it is. It's low T. He's got low T. And he's got to yell at somebody on the phone to feel a little bit of.
But
you
he was
know.
arguing over $25 too, so it's
Because
like
he's
if
got
you
low
own
T.
two- but
Because
I'm
he's
like,
got low T.
If you own two businesses, then you should have no problem paying your hairstylist $25, the cancellation fee, because you canceled on her last minute and
that's
you
called-
cost her.
That's called the low T
Yeah.
rage.
I just, she's still making low commission, because at that point, depending on what they're getting paid, like they're then making a commission of the 25 and not the full amount, and they lose out on a tip. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that's my gripe of the week.
Low T. All right. It is time for our trivia segment once again. Brought to you by Perdomo Cigars, featuring the 2025 Smokin Tabacco Cigar of the Year, the Perdomo Epicure Nicaraguan Shade.
Trivia. Opening day trivia.
Oh, this will be nice.
Oh. Let's see how well you do. How well do you think you will do, I guess, with opening day trivia?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Baseball is your strongest sport, I feel like.
I have been very closely associated with it for most of my life, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, are you ready?
Yeah, I mean, I've been through a lot of opening days firsthand, so all at the same place, but nonetheless, opening day, so we'll see.
All right. Number 1. When was the first official Major League Baseball opening day? A, 1869, B, 1876, C, 1901, D, 1919.
Read the question again.
When was the first official Major League Baseball opening day?
And now read the answers again.
A, 1869, B, 1876, C, 1901, D, 1919. I feel like you just talked yourself up.
No, it's between two, and for two very good reasons. Because I can't remember the precise timeline of certain elements. I'm going to go with 1901.
All right, well, wrong.
Yeah.
It was 1876.
That was what
Well, you should have gone with your first choice.
I couldn't remember exactly when when Major League Baseball became a thing, like as a full encompassing league. Cuz I mean, it originally began, the American League and the National League were completely separate. Then it was joined as Major League Baseball. Two different leagues, but it's under the umbrella. I couldn't remember the exact timeline, but okay. Yeah.
All right, next question. Which MLB stadium has hosted the most opening day games? A, Fenway Park, B, Wrigley Field, C, Yankee Stadium, D, Dodger Stadium.
Well, considering that one of those has been around longer than the rest, it's Fenway Park.
All right, well, that was an easy one for you.
Yeah.
I tried to make that one easy after the first one.
Just comes down to age. That's the oldest one there.
Let's see here. Which player holds the record for most opening day home runs? Do you know that one before?
Give me the multiple choice.
A, Babe Ruth, B, Derek Jeter, C, Ken Griffey Jr., D, Barry Bonds.
Jeter.
Wrong.
Really?
Yes.
Who was it?
Ken Griffey Jr.
Was it Griffey?
Yeah.
I don't know why I kept thinking it was Jeter.
Which leads me into how many home runs did he hit in that day?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Was it most home runs in one game?
Oh, well, opening day home runs. Or this question, you mean? How many opening day home runs did Ken Griffey Jr. hit?
Like across all his opening days.
It's not that specific. We can skip it if you...
No, it's okay. Because then when you read the second question, I'm like, the way you read the next question again. I think I don't know if it's the way it was written or the way you read it, but then I was like, wait,
I'm reading it exactly how it's written.
Yeah. Read it.
How many opening day home runs did Ken Griffey Jr. hit?
Okay, that makes sense. Because at first I thought you were saying like, and how many home runs did he hit in that game? And I'm like, well, wait a minute. That's why I got.
I just meant it was leading.
That's why I got confused because I'm like, oh, so it's
Yeah.
it's based off of one game.
Yeah.
But okay, no, it's not. Okay. So how many of those home runs? I don't know. I'm gonna go with 12.
Do you want the multiple choice?
Yeah, give me the multiple choice.
A, 5, B, 6, C, 8, and D, 10.
I was gonna say 10, and then I went to 12, so I'm gonna go 10.
It's 8.
It's 8?
Yeah. All right.
All right, give me another one.
I'm cherry picking because I have a couple options.
Why do you think the others are too easy? Not that I've done extremely well, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, some of them are too easy.
That's neither here nor there.
And I mean, I'm not really into baseball, but some of them are kind of easy, so that's why.
Like, give me an example of it. What you think?
What's an easy one? What food is most associated with opening day at ballparks?
Hot dogs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, some of them are easy. Which MLB team has the most opening day wins? A, New York Yankees, B, Chicago Cubs, C, the St. Louis Cardinals, and D, Boston Red Sox.
I want to say it's the Yankees.
Wrong again.
Who is it?
You're not. The Cardinals. All right, well, we're done now. I'm sorry. I'm not going to keep
I still
going.
found them interesting.
I
It
know.
was facts that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to brush up on your
I
opening
said
day
I've been
trivia.
through a lot of opening days, but not every opening day.
That's true.
And only one team's opening
In
day.
historical opening days.
I've been through quite a few.
Yeah.
All the ring ceremonies, never missed any of those.
Mm-hmm.
Those were always the best. Especially 04. My mom took me out of school so I could be there. That was a big one. It was the first time we ever did one. After that, it was just like, all right, we're doing this. But 04 was big. I remember that.
All right, so that was a little, but
It's all right.
I
I
know.
still learned valuable information.
I know.
Coop would have done better. Miguel Shadell would have done better.
Oh, Coop would have probably done pretty good.
Because Miguel's a big baseball guy. Honestly, Hector Alfonso might have done pretty well, too. Joe Groh, maybe. Those are my baseball guys. Oliver, that's true, too. Oliver, he's a baseball guy. He knows his shit. Juan Lopez is a baseball guy. Most of this industry is baseball people. They're all, Spanish speaking. I mean, Cubans, they love baseball. Who doesn't love baseball? Anyway, game 1 of 162. And let's see. I'm going to make a bold prediction here. The Colorado Rockies have already been eliminated from playoff contention. Followed by the Miami Marlins. Right behind them. No, I mean, good luck to all the teams, but, I think there's definitely some favorites and there's definitely some teams to watch. It'll be very interesting. I think what's going to be interesting is what happens after, is it next season? When I think the new, the contract between the players and the league is up. I don't know. I feel like that might be, that could be a lockout year. I don't know. We'll see. I hope not for the sake of the game, but that might not be a good year for baseball fans. We'll see what happens with that. I think the salary cap thing is really going to try to be pushed, and I think the players are going to be like, fuck that. We all want to make $1 billion. So we'll see. It's definitely something that's being talked about. If you didn't know that already. But anyway, yeah, this was a good show. I learned some things about opening day, apparently. Oh, you know what? This would have been good for Gripe of the Week. I just realized, speaking of, there are no regional sports networks on YouTube TV. So, like, Nesson's not on there. That's what we have, YouTube TV. So, like, any of the regular season games on, like, Nesson, I can't watch them. And I saw this whole thing about YouTube decided not to. It's something to do with royalties or something like that, based on their package, the way they do it. Yeah. They wanted the regional networks to, or the regional networks wanted to be like in their base package and not like a sports premium that you pay extra for. And YouTube said no. So now I'm like, oh, so now you can only watch like if there's an ESPN game on, or if you have like the MLB package.
That is a good Gripe of the Week, because like a lot more people are getting rid of cable.
Yeah, and I realized that
where like we don't have cable, we have internet, just not cable. We do all the apps, but it's like you have to have a million apps. At this point, I think it might be more worth it for us to just.
It's really getting to the point where I'm like.
But then we say that, you know what? Though I say that, but then it's like, how many like Amazon shows do we want to watch, or Netflix shows? So it's like you'd still have to have them.
The whole like, you know. Like, I know cable's expensive, like, when you get, like, the Comcast with the channels and all that. And I remember growing up, my parents, they had cable, and, we had the cable boxes and all that nonsense. And I know my mom used to complain.
The HBO package.
Which we always had.
We did too. To watch The Sopranos.
I mean, most people, I think, had at least HBO. I think that's
we didn't have Max or anything, but
not everyone needed like Showtime and Stars and all that bullshit, but like most people I think had HBO, and if you relied on late night premium cable for your self-pleasuring needs, then you'd probably also had Cinemax. But other than that, I don't think everybody had everything, but almost everybody had HBO. You had to. It's not just TV. It's HBO. That was the slogan back then. But anyway, I was kind of miffed about that. I was like, I didn't realize that situation. So the whole TV thing's getting out of control. It really is. It's too spread around. You need a subscription to watch everything. Like I'd almost rather just pay like $200 a month for cable over, what do we pay for YouTube TV? Like $90? I mean, I don't know what cable packages are these days. I haven't looked at them in a long, long time. But yeah, you're right. It's almost like I'd rather have the cable boxes again, because like this is BS. No fun.
Nope.
That's my Gripe of the Week. Brought to you by Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust.
It's a good gripe too.
It is, because it applies to everybody. They're like, oh, you can get the Nesson app for $30 a month and watch all the games. I'm like, so I gotta pay another $30 a month now just to watch the Red Sox games? It's ridiculous. I gotta do Paramount Plus for 2 months every year so I can do Landman.
I mean, there's a bunch of shows that we have to like.
Peacock, you gotta have Peacock for your shows. Most of your shows are on Peacock that you like.
Not all of them. But then Netflix, I don't know. They're all, I just cancel them as soon as I'm done watching whatever I want to watch.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I'm really getting so sick of those stupid apps. Just want to turn on one thing, all my TV's there. But anyway, we'll save that for another time. I'll bring it up on Spare Notes with Coop. I wonder what he has to say about that. But then again, I don't know. Coop probably still has the rabbit ears going down there.
Does Coop even watch TV with the amount of like podcasts and stuff he listens to?
I don't think he has time. The only time Coop, I think, watches TV is if it's a game.
He watches games, you're right. But, like, other than games.
He's seen a lot of movies because he talks about it. But, like, at the same time, like, I'm trying to figure out in recent time, like, when has he ever had time to watch TV? He's always on a podcast, writing for his website, working his day job,
In
doing
his before.
going to fast
Cigar
food to get food for a review, talking to Jose Blanco on the phone for 3 hours.
He doesn't sleep.
He sleeps like 4 hours a night, I swear. Or he's a vampire. I don't know. He just doesn't sleep. He just like lays down. He's like, I'm just gonna like rest my eyes. But like, you know, like Edward Cullen. Like, I don't own a bed. We don't sleep. But anyway, that's a discussion for another time. And that's Coop's problem, not mine. So anyway, that's our show this week. It's a good one. It's a fun one. We got 2 more shows before the trade show, I think. 2, maybe 3. One of those is Nicholas Perdomo. It might be next week. I think Nicholas is next week.
I'm checking right now.
I think Nicholas is next week.
Where are we? So yeah, next Wednesday is April 1st. And then we have the 8th. And
oh, next week's the 1st? Oh, so it's the week after. Nicholas is the week
Yeah.
after. He's in 2 weeks.
And then, yeah, so we actually have 3 shows because technically we don't leave until Thursday morning.
Yeah, so, okay. All right,
But I feel like that show that week, we might move to the Tuesday if we do one.
All right.
So.
Cool beans. Anyway, that's our show this week. We'll see you guys next week. And in the meantime, don't forget to go to smokintobacco.com for more news, reviews, and updates from the cigar industry.